Hi there, Rick Harris again, showing you how I harvest the gans and tell you a little bit of my pitfalls. So, what I have in this tank is I have my nano-coated copper and my bare iron, and I just had a chunk of chain laying around and hung a chain. Then you'll see the little alligator clip with the red tape is the positive end of my battery charger slash power center. So through this was a cheap way on spinning batteries. They add up. So I found the charger at Harbor Freight. I think it was like $13. Buy the batteries because the charger alone is too much voltage. You have to use the batteries as a filter or a capacitor or a resistor. Then it knocks the voltage down, even to the point that if I change any of this, it stops producing GANs and I start producing iron oxides. And I learned that from the hard knocks. So what I've got going here is I have my nano-coated copper and bare iron, and I'm getting a nice, fluffy, real floaty type of material coming from it, which is, I'm pretty sure, is GANs. The silty, that's your other type, and I don't think that's right. This one, boy, Dr. Keshe was right. It's a beautiful blue. This is a brass, so I have a bare brass, and I have nano-coated brass. Important, nano-coated brass and bare brass gets you brass. But when you look at it, it is definitely a blue color, beautiful blue turquoise. So then the next one I came into is we have our nano-coated copper and bare copper. So here we're trying to get our copper GANs, which is the same thing as we want that floaty, pillowy type of material, which it's definitely working. I've got my batteries in there as our resistor to resist and kind of keep the voltage right where it needs to be. Then the last one, and I'm still not 100% sure, and I will set up the set experiment as the Keshe Foundation says with an LED light between them. But this is our bare zinc and nano-coated copper, and hoping to shoot for CO2, and change of conditions really mess things up. And what I mean by that is the last time I did this, the brass started changing color. So I disconnected my electric leads from the brass and stopped production on brass. But from that moment on, my copper and my CO2 changed what it was forming. And the materials at the bottom became silty and kind of dusty looking versus floaty and pillowy. So change of conditions and voltages are issues. And that's where the power regulators are, that you can set the true voltage and amperage to get that GANs. I'm just kind of playing around with not having set voltage meters. So to show you kind of what I did here is I just ran little electrodes up off of the charger. So with little copper wires off the negative side, and I made a little circle so it was just touching the center. Then on the positive side, just slid a piece of copper in against the positive end. So it makes it easier to attach the alligator clips. What I'm reading in voltage on this is 1.32. So at that point, I'm not pushing 1.5. I know over 1.5, you're definitely, if you go over that, I understand that you are now creating the oxides versus the GANs. Oh, one more thing I want to show you is back here. If you choose to bubble air, and you'll see each one has air, and it just makes for more air movement, and it's recommended through the foundation. There's the air on that one, and then in my CO2. But I tried just running T's. It doesn't work. You need to get one of these little splitter devices from an aquarium shop or a pet store. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. And it allows you to turn them down to adjust so that each one is getting air, because you can't just plug one into the next, into the next, into the next. You've got to be able to manifold it down to get all your airflow into all the different tanks. Hey, I hope that helped. You guys, good luck out there, and let's see how many we can take care of and how many we can build. Peace, everybody.